For Reaper Metal Productions, I am Adam of Unbaptized Records, here to make a brand new video for today. And today I'm going over part one of, I believe, 8 parts or so of my tape collection. I don't play a lot of tapes. I only own about 100, but the ones I do have, I either buy them because I really like the band and I just want to collect them. Maybe I keep them sealed and they're more so just for the fun of collecting, or things that really only came out on tape. But I do have a decent amount, and I want to go through them. They're in alphabetical order. Like I said, it'll probably be about 8 or so sections. So, part 1, alphabetical order. First band we have here is death metal band Abysmal Dawn with their album Phylogenesis. I feel like not a lot of people talk about Abysmal Dawn. I really like them. I think it was maybe 2 albums before this that the cover of their album really got my attention. I really enjoyed it, and I really like this album as well. I do own the CD. I think it's great, sort of modern death metal. I definitely recommend checking them out. Maybe if you're more into sort of the mainstream metal bands, I guess. If you're more into the underground stuff, maybe it'll have too clean of a production sound, but I really enjoy it. So anything by Abysmal Dawn is great, but this is, I think, their most recent full length. I think they have an EP since, but Abysmal Dawn, definitely worth checking out. Next we have Altar Blood with From the Darkest Chasms. This came on a really cool yellow tape, so it's another reason I like collecting tapes. A lot of them come in these cool colors, and sometimes the cases as well. And I don't know if you can see, but Sunshine Ward put this out. They're a pretty cool label out of New Jersey. I definitely would do maybe a video just spotlighting some of their music, but this is some great death metal. Highly recommend checking them out. Again, Altar Blood. Next, I have 2 albums. I think both of these albums are the only 2 that this band has, but it's Apocryphetic. This is Through Cruelty and Our Ascension to Paradise. This is a great band if you're a fan of, I would say, Perdition Temple or Angel Corpse. This reminds me a lot of Angel Corpse, especially the vocals. So it's like technical death metal, really good. Again, another Sunshine Ward band, so big fan. And I have both their albums. I think they only did 2 albums. So this was the one I originally heard about. I don't believe it even is on CD as far as I know. It might only be on tape, but it's also from Sunshine Ward. And this is called Heir to the Cosmos. So there's the tape right there. I think really cool album art as well. And it comes on a cool green tape with that like tannish cover. So Apocryphetic, Apocryphetic, in case you can't spell, because I sometimes have a hard time pronouncing. So those are 2 tapes for those bands. And then we also have Assimilation, death metal from Canada, with their album The Laws of Power. So this is their first release. I have the tape, and I think this is it. I don't believe this came out on CD. I'm not 100% positive. This is great Canadian death metal. I've definitely mentioned them before, especially because this album came out on Reaper Metal. So the second album here, Tainting the Purity, this is great. So, and I believe this is the album that has, yes, the King Diamond cover of Welcome Home, and on a cool green tape here as well. So again, one of the biggest reasons I like collecting tapes because of the colors. So definitely check out Assimilation. You can grab CDs of this album for sure. Next, we have a very underrated UK grind band called Atrocity Exhibit with their album Extinction Solution. They made 100 of these hand-numbered tapes. I have number 39, and the tape itself, in my opinion, is absolutely awesome. It's yellow with all these drawings on it. I also have the LP of it. It's bright pink LP. I showed it on my Instagram page. If you like punky grindcore, definitely check this band out. They don't have a ton of releases, but this one is great. So if you can pick this up on CD, LP, or tape, I highly recommend it. Again, it's called Atrocity Exhibit with Extinction Solution. I highly recommend picking this up. And I don't have it right on me, but I definitely have the LP pretty close to me, so definitely worth picking that up. Another great band is Black Knife with their live tape. This is live at House of Yarga. Black tape here with the white label. I have most of the Black Knife releases. I think mostly all on CD. Came out with an LP of, I think it's like Witch Eater. No, I'm not sure the name of it. I'm sorry, but it's like it's got a witch eating a baby, kind of reminiscent of the Assimilation cover. But Black Knife is awesome. They're a band I discovered because Dawn of the Dead was doing an interview, and I saw him wearing one of their shirts, and I checked him out because of that. So check out Black Knife. And next we have another Reaper metal release with Black Fang. So this is sort of like a compilation tape. I think this is all the stuff that they did. So it's Behind the Flame and the Goat Bone Death Cult release. This is on like a grayish tape, and it's got a bunch of red art on there. So Reaper metal release. Might be a few of these left. I know I also have CDs, so definitely check them out. And it came on this cool red case. So Black Fang. And then I don't know if you can see how it's spelled. It's spelled a little different. So yeah, BLAKKPHANG. Next I have a tape I just picked up at the record store the other day. It's a split. It's Blood and Impetigo. Split tape. I'm a fan of both, but more so a fan of Blood. And I was introduced to them pretty recently when they did a split from Nunslaughter. It's a cool tape there as well. So again, almost all these tapes are some kind of cool color. They have cool art on them. Not the biggest Impetigo fan, but I do like the music, and Blood is great grind from Germany, so huge fan of that. Second to last, we have a band called Cannibal Accident. Not a band that gets talked about a lot either. Grind from Finland, I believe, and this is called Necroluster. I don't know if they made a CD. I don't remember, but if they did, I think they did. I do own the CD. Sometimes when you have a collection, not even that it's not that big, but I sometimes just forget what I buy. So, just to be honest, sometimes that happens, which is why I'm glad that I use Discogs to mark down the CDs, records, and stuff that I buy, because I honestly forget sometimes. I have to look through them and remind myself, oh, I didn't even realize I had that. So, Cannibal Accident, definitely a band that does not get talked about much. Go check them out. Last but not least is Swedish melodic death metal band Carnosus, with their first full length here called Dogma of the Deceased. They only made, I think, 51 of these tapes, and I actually own 3 of them. So, and it's black with a cool cover there. So, that's the first video. Like I said, I'm going to do about 7 more or so to go through my entire tape collection. Let me know if any of these tapes are bands that you've heard of, or if you checked them out because of me. I do try to bring up more obscure stuff because there's no point in coming on here and telling you about bands that you already know. It's kind of nice to go through bands that maybe you haven't heard of. So hopefully you liked it. And also, hopefully you dig Hour of Penance. It's another band I love. I definitely want to do an LP collection of them. I own all their albums on LP, except the one album I don't own is Sedition, because it didn't exist on LP. The pre-order is coming out now. So if you're a fan of the band and you do collect the records, know that the last one of that hasn't been pressed on LP is now coming out. So go grab that. And I'll see you in the next video.